Alright guys, let's get this shit done. Unidentified media iceberg. Let's fucking go. Alright, level 1. So I'm not gonna go too deep into this, guys, but just to let you know, there's gonna be a pattern where a lot of these things are just real brief and vague, but that's about it. Alright guys, have fun. The most mysterious song of the internet. So this one's a song that's like, I guess no one really knows the name of it or the origin story from it that well. All we do know is that it came from a German radio station called NDR, and it was recorded around like the 1982 to like 1984, and not much is really like known about it besides people just, you know, still diving in from like trying to look for this thing since like the early 2000s. But there's been a full version that's been found. I'll play you guys a little snippet of it. I honestly it sounds kind of weird for me. It's not my taste in music, but I don't know, it's about it. The Butcher, Nickelodeon movie that used real bones. So this one, I'm pretty sure everyone knows about this one. I heard it from a long time ago. I just don't recall what YouTube video. I think it was like a top 10 video, I think. But I know, what's his name? That one YouTuber, what's his name? Blame It on George, I think it's called. Pretty cool YouTuber. I think he done a video about this, I think. Partly, I'm not too sure. But supposedly there was, I guess, a puppet live action short, I guess done in the early 2000s, you know, by Nickelodeon. That involve like puppets that are made out of bones, like out of like animal remains. But that's pretty about it. I'll include a picture here of like showing, I guess, from the link they give you, of suppose like what the bones must have looked like. You know, the puppets. Celebrity number 6. This one comes from the r/unresolved mysteries subreddit. This one's pretty much a guy, like he said he stumbled across a subreddit called Celebrity number 6. Essentially, it's pretty much just a mystery about a photo where people are trying to find out what kind of person like this is. So essentially, there's like a bunch of famous people on this certain fabric, right? And one of them, like, it's like unknown. No one knows who it is per se. I'll include a picture here. I'll circle it so you guys know what I'm talking about. The other ones, they're not. I don't know. They're not really important, but the ones that we care about is the one I circled. But someone said, like another redditor said that it could possibly be Caroline Murphy, but I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Everyone knows that. So this one comes from Lost Wave subreddit. This essentially, I'll play here, guys, just in a little bit, but it's a song that's just, you know, unknown. So I guess supposedly some guy was like trying to make a song, like a how-to, and he somehow came across like this song. But now, since this redditor is like, oh, I'm gonna find this thing, you know how the deal goes. There's like no information about it besides the fact that it cannot be from cassette, and then somehow someone thought of the idea that it could be like recorded from like straight from the TV, like an older TV, and not like from VHS, but like straight up from the TV, because the way it's all distorted and whatnot. But if you guys, you know anything, hit me up. Not hit me up, you know, hit the comments so we could like find this, because this guy's like super desperate to find this. It's like crazy how much level like this guy's trying to find this song. But I'm gonna send you guys the video. Jeff the Killer original image. So everyone knows this one, like a big legend, hoax, whatever you call it, you know, everyone knows about this. But everyone's still trying to find this original image for Jeff the Killer. And now recently there's a bunch of like new videos that resurfaced recently. I don't know which YouTuber names, you know, I kind of forget, but I remember watching a video I think not long ago, like about like a month ago, of someone like finding new evidence. But yeah, you already know what it is. No one has like no like for sure evidence that, you know, whatever they found is original stuff, and like someone said this and someone said that. You know how the deal is. It's all convoluted, bunch of liars, imposters. It's kind of sus. I know, but I'm not gonna beat much of the horse on here. But I'll put some images here. I don't know, I think the new images I've seen from the videos, I could probably put them here, I think, if I recall where they're at. But I don't know. This one's pretty obvious. Everyone's trying to look for, you know, my boy Jeff. Backrooms image origin. So kind of like the Jeff and Killer situation. This one's still trying to be sought out by people, but we still haven't found like some clear evidence of where this fucking image came from. You know, I'll put the original image here, but I can't really say much about this one because there's new videos coming out. People trying to freaking find new stuff out, but like we still don't have concrete evidence on this thing. I'm surprised because this the Backrooms is really famous. I'm like, how has someone not found the origin of this damn thing? But I love the Backrooms. I love all this like content created by like surrounding with the Backrooms, but I don't know. it's odd that no one's found the original like source of the image. You know, yellow peen stained carpet and everything. And I love the Backrooms, but I don't know if you guys. I doubt anybody has information on this, you know. But like, I don't know if you guys know anything, any secret stuff. Let us know. Level 2. It's kind of funny, guys. If you guys see my, you know, older videos, you see that I did everything like backwards. So it's kind of odd for me doing like a normal iceberg, like going up and down. I mean, yeah, well, I'm already going crazy, guys. After the last video, well, you know, starting from the top and going to the bottom. So like, it's funny doing it just in normal order. I have the habit of going like down and going up, but like I'm supposed to be starting from the top and to the bottom. But I hope you guys enjoyed the second level. From my scene, you know, I don't know why they put the order like this. I don't see them like having a difference between level 1 and 3. I don't know. You'll see what I'm talking about. Like they don't seem too crazy. They have no really concise order or reason to be like lower. You know what I mean? But you'll see, guys. Kenya Filthy Frank song. So pretty sure that everyone knows who Filthy Frank is. You might know him as a singer, or you might know him as a YouTuber. But I'm pretty sure everyone here knows him as a YouTuber. I know everyone knows him for his music now, but we all know his origin story. But we miss Frank, you know, we miss the boy Frank. I know we miss his old shenanigans with the boys. But this one, it's talking about a song he used back when he was doing YouTube. I guess the video is called How to Pick Up Girls in 30 Different Cultures. I didn't watch this one, but I think I've seen a clip of it somewhere around here. But essentially on that video, it plays this little clip that I'll play for you guys. And people are just like, where's this music from? I guess supposedly everyone's saying that he just pulled the song, you know, Frank pulled the song from somewhere, I guess. But no one really knows where it came from. So everyone's just like, what the heck? But here's a clip though, guys. Low budget religious kids show Family International. So this one, I'm pretty sure a YouTuber did a video on this. I think I just can't recall who did it, and I know it wasn't by someone too famous, but it was like one of those like 500,000 YouTubers, I think. I'm not too sure, guys. I'm pretty sure if someone knows in the comments, you know, put it down. I can like refresh my memory, you know what I mean? You know, wet my whistle a bit. Back to the story, guys. So this story comes from r/tip of my tongue Reddit, and supposedly this guy, he came from a cult he escaped. Supposedly he was born there. The cult started in Huntington Beach. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. And essentially this shows used to record in this supposed, you know, cult were recorded, I guess, in the 90s/80s somewhat, and it kind of revolved around a mascot of like a sheep. And I guess the sheep would do like some biblical situations with like kids, you know, they reenact stuff, talk about biblical stuff, and that's really about it. Essentially, people haven't found like any recordings of the episodes that were supposedly recorded. Supposedly, I don't know, I'm sorry, a lot of supposedly here, guys, I'm sorry, but there was some accounts that there could be a bunch of like around 100 episodes recorded. But that's pretty much just about it. The video that I watched kind of talked about this too. He just kind of, you know, stretched it out. All the information's here. There's not much to go like around with it, but that's pretty much about it, guys. Fond My Mind. So essentially, this is one of those songs that no one knows where it came from, who it's from, and all that good jazz. You know, no one knows jack shit about it. But there's some situation with this song where someone named DYXKI has been, I guess, copywriting whoever like uploads the song of this like on YouTube, which is kind of odd. So I'm kind of afraid putting this song on my you know, YouTube video, because this guy's like pretty much claiming this song as his own, even though this thing was like played supposedly back in the 80s or something like that. That's what someone said in the, I guess in the comments in the Reddit thing, because this comes from Reddit from r/FollowMyMind. But it's pretty weird. I'll put a little small clip bit, you know, so I won't get fucking killed by whoever this guy is. But I don't know, if you guys know anything about this song, you know, put it in the comments. Cartoon dog, unidentified image. So I'm gonna put a picture here to show you guys what I'm talking about. And I guess the redditor on the tip of my tongue, you know, you guys didn't see a lot of this from here on out, but essentially this girl was trying to find this, you know, picture of a dog, like where it came from. She said she got this thing from, I guess, a piece of fabric, and she also included the company, whatever, like later on in the post, like with the company name, and then try to respond to the company, and so far nothing. But if you guys know anything, you know, hit up the comments. Also, guys, just a little note. This, I guess, supposedly, her friend was also on this too. I guess supposedly she's French, so I'm not sure if that helps that out. Also, this thing was like from the 2000-ish, kind of early 2000s, maybe 90-ish, like late 90s. That's pretty much about it, guys. A dying redditor's lost song. This one's kind of sad, guys, but I think I heard this one from a while back. I think I'm not too sure though. But essentially, this is a story. So a redditor's trying to find out a song. I guess she has 6 months to live, supposedly, through her side. This post, you know, Reddit post was made a year ago, so I'm not really too sure on her situation. You know, I guess hopefully everything's alright with her, you know what I mean? But the song she was trying to look for, some of the lyrics I'll say to you guys. So, to try for anything, I couldn't stomach things, it just kept getting worse. I'll put a clip here, I guess, of her singing, like reenacting the song the way she kind of remembered it. But this story's kind of sad. I read the comments, they're all positive, which is really cool. But I don't know, hopefully you guys, I don't know, in this little niche part of the YouTube, hope you guys know anything or possibly help this person out. Also, kind of put it down in the comments if you guys know any other information on this, like how the, I guess, redditor's doing, all that sort of jazz, because there's not really much information from what I've seen, especially from outside the post. I don't know, I couldn't really find anything. I don't know how they are doing, you know. I'm not sure, but I don't know. Hopefully everything's alright.
To try for anything, I couldn't stomach things. It just kept getting worse.
The Song of Alice. This one's pretty much just a video on YouTube we get linked to of a snippet of some Alice in Wonderland song. But I'm not too sure, guys, much about this because a lot of the stuff's in Spanish. Like the YouTuber posted in Spanish. There's some English in there, but from my translated, everyone's just asking like, what's the song, like song name and like where it's from, who like made it, whatnot. But everything's in Spanish. I can't really tell that well. Sorry, guys, I don't really speak Spanish or read Spanish that well. I just, you know, Google Translate that thing, you know what I mean? But yeah, this is pretty much just about it. I'll put a little snippet here of like the little song of it. If you guys know anything, that'll be nice. Cause you guys help people out in this, I guess, subreddit. But that's about it.
When I see you face in the darkest night, I just wanna be the only who's in your mind. But my life is ripped to a simple dream. That remember me that love is a misery. Please let me be this boy who will.
Light the Lanterns. So this one again is another lost song. There's not much information about it besides, you know, someone posting the YouTube video about it. But I'll show you guys the clip here just a little bit, if, you know, just in case if I do get copyright from this thing, I'm gonna just keep it real short so you guys can kind of tell what's going on. But it looks pretty cool, something I'll listen to, like, I don't know, maybe randomly throughout the day or something like that. But it sounds pretty cool. If you guys look at the rest of the video, it looks pretty dope. The song is called just Light the Lanterns. And in the video says, the video title says, third most mysterious song. Like, what the heck? But I don't know, it's kind of funny. The the blue chin guy. So this one comes from the r/lost media subreddit. And essentially, this is the way the story goes. So the redditor's mother, I guess, saw a commercial back in like the early 1990s of I guess a guy with a blue like long chin, wearing I guess some kind of Egyptian top hat in like a tropical setting. So I guess the redditor kind of summed up to be like the commercial could have been like a tourist like travel commercial, and that they reside in the UK, so maybe that kind of gives you guys some kind of like hint to maybe where this thing originates from. I don't know where this thing originates from. And also something that scared like the mother. That's why this kind of was notable by the mother was that midway during the commercial, I guess this supposed blue chin figure will I guess tilt her head to the camera and like smile in a weird way, which kind of freaked out the mom. That's why she like vividly remembers this like commercial. And that's strange about it. The redditor's just trying to like look for this thing. I think supposedly it's been like 3 years since the guy was trying to look for this like phenomenon of a commercial. And I've never seen this thing. It's someone from the UK, so I don't know. Not for my parts, but I don't know. Fall of the King. So this one's another lost song. It's called The Fall of the King. And everything's unknown. The song name is unknown. Who created the artist, the band, whatever, the jazz. But supposedly we have a lead. Supposedly it's the artist that made this song. It's called Z Rose from Texas. But then again, there's a lot of comment sections because this thing's a YouTube video. But besides that, there's just like not really like concrete evidence because some people kind of debunked the idea that it could have been from Z Rose. But again, I digress. I don't know, guys. If you guys know anything, hit up the comments, hit up the Reddit post, help these brothers out. Old cartoon / show unidentified character. So this one's from Reddit again. So someone put a picture out saying like, "Hey guys, where is this from?" All the jazz. People were questioning what's going on. But I think this one's solved, guys. People are like saying, "Oh, it's not solved." They're trying to find, I guess, whoever made the art, I guess, now. And it could be something to be like, I guess, the artist that made Billy and Mandy from Cartoon Network. What else? Powerpuff Girls. But I pretty much this thing solved, guys. Some guy found a music video of someone doing a remix of Niggas in Paris. I guess the song's called Swavy in Paris by Tory Lanez. I'll put a little snippet of not the song, I don't want to get copyrighted, but of like a picture like showing a timestamp of like the image being shown. But other than that, I think this case is solved, guys. Let's go. So yeah, that's pretty much the video, just a little gag of FBI warning. This one's from YouTube though, but the other thing I see from the comment section and the description is that whoever I guess found this, they found it on some kind of kids VHS tape, which is like, what the hell? CIA unknown song. So this one's another YouTube clip of just a song that's unknown. The guy in the description says like, help me identify this track and like help identify, but there's no other information on this besides that. And to me it sounds kind of familiar. It sounds like it's from an old, I don't know, CIA like TV show or something like that, or some like weird FBI show. I don't know, but it sounds familiar. Creepy DS game. So this one comes from the r/tip of my joystick subreddit. I thought it would have been tip of my tongue subreddit, but I guess not this time. But so this guy's story was like back in the early 2000s. This guy had a DS, and his dad brought home, I guess, He says one of those cards that give a lot of games. Well, I'm assuming he's talking about an R4 card, and he said that's essentially like his dad brought this card, not card, but this little mini card thing you put in the DS. It has like 100 games on it, and then one of the games he freaked him out. Essentially, he said that when he starts the game, there's like a bone on the top screen, the top screen of the DS, and with the white background, and the bottom screen, the touchscreen part, uses the, I guess the stylus thing used for with the DS. There's like blood dripping from the bone, so the blood essentially goes on the bottom screen, and I guess that freaked him out. But he said he can never like recall where like what the song, not the song, what the I guess game was, like what it was called. He just remember that it could have started with a C or a K, something around those lines, and that's pretty much about it. People are saying that it could have been Ace Attorney. I don't really know much about Ace Attorney besides like it's like a law game or something like that. And I don't really know too much about it, guys. Don't like rant on me, guys. I don't really know much about it, but that's about it. Unknown caterpillar cartoon. So this one comes from the website called Lost Media Wiki. Essentially, it's just a person that's looking for an old cartoon from like maybe the 80s to 90s, maybe early 2000s, where there was like a caterpillar main character, and that's pretty much just about it. They talk about like maybe little bits and odds, like possibly could be like what this could be, but there's a picture here just like kind of like shows some kind of similarities to like the art style and kind of animation they're expecting like to see. I'll put it here, guys. I'm pretty sure I put it through this whole fucking title thing, but I don't know, it's up to you guys to decide what's going on here. Annoying Facebook girl image origin. So this one's about the meme of the girl with like the open mouth and going with her eyes to like top side. It's a pretty funny meme. I'll put a little like example of a meme how it used to look like back in the day, and I'll put like the original image. But I guess through time people kind of forgot like the origin story of this image. Supposedly it came in 2010, and I guess in 4chan. And some of the lines say it's from Facebook itself, but it's from 4chan, I'm pretty sure. And some of the lines people knew, I guess, the person with that, I guess, profile pic. Not profile pic, but through this image, people like knew who this person was. And they said that they were friends with them on Facebook. But then some people said that, I don't know, you know how the story goes. People say this, people say that. Some other fucking evidence saying like, oh, we knew this person, I know this person. You know how this shit goes down, guys. But essentially, no one really knows like who this person is anymore, or like the origin story, like who this person is. And that's pretty much about it. Strange cartoon about a green man. So this one comes from the r/tip of my tongue subreddit, and the story goes like this. So someone recalls of a cartoon, maybe from Adult Swim, or like a little short, maybe like that transitions to Adult Swim, like late at night. Where I guess there's like some kind of stop motion of the screen character eating some kind of guts thing, and that's pretty much about it. There's not much else to this besides that. But the person said that this could be possibly from Robot Chicken because of the claymation thing they mentioned about, and possibly that maybe this can only originate from the US because that's where they're from, and that it was from television. And that's pretty much about it. Also, there's an image like Imigler, I'm not sure to pronounce that, guys, but the image page that pretty much goes to nothing. It's just a blank, no images or anything like that. So if you guys can find a way to find the image that they somehow kind of recreated to like relive the moment, let me know, please. ABC Unknown Children Cartoons. So this one comes from r/Lost Media. Essentially, this guy was going through his, I guess, a jumble of like old DVDs and CDs, and he came across, I guess, one CD that was labeled ABC, and I guess this video/DVD thing came with about a bunch of like nursery rhymes and I guess a bunch of compilations of like children cartoons mashed up with like English and mashed up with like Chinese and English, like I guess audiences, because there's like Chinese content and English content. But the guy's like, pretty much, what is all this stuff? He doesn't recall the labeling, why they label like that, or where these things came from. It's just a bunch of nursery rhymes. I don't know, to me, guys, honestly, like this stuff seems like some creepypasta stuff. When I look at the videos that the guy provided, I don't know, anything with nursery rhymes just seems really creepy, but he said that it's not a creepypasta, he's just gonna look out for like what this is, you know, what's the dealio. But all of us are curious what this is too, but I kind of just want to go away from this guy's guy. I kind of creeped out with like nursery rhyme stuff. This woman with cat winged glasses and big bun on her head. So this one's pretty much a guy just spinning a picture and saying like, hey guys, where is this from? I guess, you know, you guys, all these are like this, but like, I don't know, there's nothing else to this one besides that it could be possibly from Courage and the Cowardly Dog, maybe from Invader Zim, Rugrats, you know, etc. I personally think it's from something from Nickelodeon, but then again, I feel like this is just like a random, I don't know, art piece, you know what I'm saying? Like something you buy from the store, like, hey, look, that looks cute, and you just buy it for like the Halloween or something like that, because you see like a dog and it looks like a witch-looking character, kind of. But that's pretty much just about it. Low-budget sci-fi movie that reused Star Wars ship models. So this one comes from the r/tip of my tongue subreddit. Essentially, this guy, back in like the late 90s, he went through a Blockbuster and saw this like clear knockoff movie of Star Wars. Like the title had like he put like a image of like it's kind of like recreation of like how you remembered it, but it's pretty much a clear knockoff of Star Wars. There's ships that look like Star Wars and like something called the B movie. That's pretty much about it. You just shouldn't remember where this movie is from and what it was called and whatnot. And that's pretty much about it. Unknown 2010s meme GIF or GIF. It depends on what you guys say. I say GIF most of the time, but I don't know, guys. People pronounce it the way they want it, so I'm gonna just say it like this. Alright, guys. So essentially, this guy remembers of a weird meme. He did a reenactment. I'll show you guys a video in a little bit, but honestly, when I saw it, I was like, dude, this guy's tripping. This guy's making up a meme from like 2010 that never existed. But I'll read a little snippet of why I think it's fake, and like, just my gut's just telling me this is fake. Like, I never seen this before. I would have known about it because I was like real avid on the internet back in the day like that. But I'll read the lines here, guys. The idea is the stick figures continuously making a mind-blowing realization about life. This realization is so big, so earth-shattering that the character is having a panic attack while having this realization, hence the grabbing of his head. But always at the end of the stick figure calming down, saying, "Phew, thank God." This is what I said at the end. And like, yeah, I don't know. This seems too much out there. You know what I mean? It just doesn't sit right with me. And also, a lot of commenters would be like, "Dude, bro, what are you talking about? I never heard this meme at all." Maybe it's like this guy's dreaming or something, just trying to play a joke. But I don't know. I'll play the video here, guys, so you can see. Societas X tape unknown tracks. So this one links into a YouTube video that has like 9 tracks, and 3 of them are found so far. So I'm not sure if all these are considered mysterious now, but that's pretty much about it. I think the video is called Boards of Canada, Societas X tapes unknown tracks. But you know, some people already found the rest. But you guys could look at it if you want, because I can't really put all these together. There's a lot of songs here, but that's it. Movie about a guy who murders other women in order to make the perfect woman. So if that title didn't pretty much speak for itself, this one's fucking crazy. I can't believe this one, but like that's just crazy just hearing like that. So essentially, this account comes from the tip of my tongue subreddit again. So this guy says that the movie's premise is like this guy and this mother are like addicted to physical exercise. Maybe like yoga. They don't go into the details of what kind of exercise they're talking about, but so I guess the son is chubby, fat, I guess you could call him, but the mom roasts him for being fat, and I guess someone on the lines, the son for some odd reason starts killing women, and I guess extracting their most beautiful parts and tries to form a perfect woman, and that's pretty much just about it. It's pretty weird stuff. Horror movie with only one image. So this one comes from, again, tip of the tongue. Yeah, you guys already know the deal. So essentially, the subreddit says, "Here's my image, guys," a link, and that's it. There's nothing else. It just shows the image. I'll show you here, guys, of like some weird looking alien fly looking thing. I also think it was a fly, but like, nah, it looks too cartoonish to be the fly. But I don't know. There's nothing else to this besides this. I don't know. A lot of these seem like jokes, guys. I'm not sure if there's someone trying to prank us, because like they give no information or very vague information, or the information they give us sounds too good to be true. You know what I mean? It sounds too much like it was kind of illustrated, almost like it was like formed to be a story, to be kind of like a joke. Because no one writes this sort of way, but I guess, well, what do you guys think? Because there's no information on this one, just a picture. Like, how'd you even get the picture, bro? Like, what the heck? A 60s garage band composed of only girls. So this one, pretty much no information, just this little tidbit about how this possible band could possibly be the band She. And that's pretty much about it. They say, I mean, they don't say, but they link a video of a music piece by the band, but that's about it. Everyone's like, what the heck? Maybe I know this. I don't know, but I'm starting to I don't know, trying to go in this conspiracy theory little loop, guys. Or like, how are these people finding these things? I mean, with like this kind of information, the way they portray it sounds too odd to be. It sounds too good to be true. You know what I mean? Like, it's very odd, guys. And from what I see, a lot of these newer, I guess lower tier, like iceberg pieces, they seem kind of quick. I'm not sure if that really explains it well, but I don't know, they're too vague. Maybe that's why they're in the lower list, because like there's nothing on them. But then how would you guys get this information? Like, what the heck is going on? How long will it take? So this one's a lost song from 2007. There's a video of it, I'll show it to you guys in a little bit, but of like the song, just a little bit of it. Like, supposedly this one's from some WZS LP recording, which comes from like a bootleg CD called, I can't pronounce it, guys, Jacqua La Croix. I can't pronounce it, I'm sorry, I'm bad with pronouncing things. And supposedly the song's a full loop, and there's no song name, no other information. The video that we're given gives a, lyrics, but that's about it. If you guys know anything, hit up the comments. Come back to me. So this one seems to be a remix of a song that no one knows the artist, which, so we have some kind of lead, right? But I'll play the song here, guys, but there's not much else to it besides that. I think this might be maybe some Portuguese investigation. I don't know. There's a lot of Portuguese comments from what I've seen through my chat. There's a lot of English ones, but from what I've seen, there's like another following. There's another following with a bunch of Portuguese, like I guess YouTubers. I don't know too much, guys, but that's about it.
I need you now, no more than ever. I miss you all the time, and every moment that I'm living, I think of you and your eyes. I need you now, no more than ever. I miss you all the time.
Alright, guys, level 5 is here, almost there, guys. There's not much to this besides there's a couple more left, but some of these are just going by real quick, if you can already get what I'm saying. But alright, let's go, guys. Knockoff movie about bees. So this one comes from the Lost Media Wiki, and essentially this guy's story is like, he's from Mexico and he remembers going, I think roughly around elementary-ish to middle schoolish, where I guess his teacher told all the students, around like 20 students, to go into a black bus to watch a movie, which already seems pretty sketch, but it's Mexico, so a lot of sketchy shit happens there. But I don't know, the guy says that they were watching some kind of weird knockoff movie of like some kind of B movie. The way I say knockoff is because it was really cheap and garbage quality. He said that he didn't remember anything about it besides like some plot about like the bee finding some dictator, guess just to get like a kiss from a queen bee, and that's pretty much about it. Also, it's funny because the guy says that this is not like a Mandela effect. He's like, he swears that he remembers this thing, and that also like, it could have been like a Russian experiment. This guy's just joking around now at this point, but it's pretty funny. I think Unidentified claymation show. So this one's already actually being found. So we don't have to do any digging for this one, but so essentially this guy was looking for, I guess, some show that I guess showcased in Brazil back in like the early 90s, and it's pretty much like a claymation show. The show is called Glub Glub, and I'll show a video, guys, of like this guy's shitty recording of I guess the show, and that's pretty much about it. We got it, boys.
Isso é tudo pra mim?
Somente um. Mas deve ser comido com a colher.
Nickelodeon hamster wheel incident. So this one's a really old Reddit post, back in like 6 years ago from now. Essentially, the redditor says that when they're 16, they came home from just hanging out with their friends. This story seems too much tailored to be a story, you know, like too good to be true. That's what I think, but I digress. So essentially, they came back from home, whatever, and they get snacks to get ready for bed. They're watching Nickelodeon. They say that they're watching Nickelodeon, like they didn't change any channels. They knew they were watching Nickelodeon, but for some odd reason, like a scene came up, like a creepy white and gray scene where I guess a bunch of nude humans, which is pretty odd, were walking towards this like hill background, towards like I guess a giant hamster wheel, and a bunch of like mindless walking nude humans are just walking to a hamster wheel. And as soon as the scene turned like dark, I guess the redditor just changed the channel like super quick, and then the guy was like, "What the heck? Let me go back to see what that was about." Cause like once the scene got black, he got scared. Like I would be scared too, you know, just in the nighttime, seeing some like weird, bizarre setting like this. I'm like, what the heck? And I kind of would be curious to like keep watching, you know, but like it's kind of weird. But then again, I'll probably get spooked out too. But essentially, they went back to the channel, and it was just a normal switch out channel, nothing out of the ordinary. And that's really about it. Just a weird story from like 6 years ago. And there's not really much comments on this one. It's pretty dead, so I guess not much people know about this one. Boards of Canada live performance unidentified tracks. So this one goes, you know, the artist, well, technically dual artist, Boards of Canada, and their 13 unreleased live tracks. But technically, we did identify these tracks. We identified like 4 of them. I'm not gonna show them because there's a lot of them here. Also, I kind of don't want to get copyrighted, but that's pretty much about it. Trip to Rio. So this one again, just a link to YouTube. It's just a song that's unknown. It's like a tropical song. I'll play here, and that's pretty about it. No information. You guys know how it is. Nice, guys, we're on level fucking 8. Let's go. We're fucking pretty much done at this point. From my scene, these are little they get a little weird. They're not like short, but they're kind of weird. Either way, guys, let's get this shit done. Minecraft knockoff featuring a disturbing entity. So this one's pretty short and brief, but essentially this guy, you know, I'm not sure what it calls, but this poster guy said that around 2014 2015 he came across this Minecraft mobile game. Essentially, it functions the same way as Minecraft, you know, but he was mining some wood, you know, getting that wood, make that house. I don't know, he didn't say that, but you guys know what I'm saying. He said they killed some daytime mobs, which is like, why would you put it like that? I don't know. And then he said that some kind of thing arrived like next to him, some kind of 2 feet brown tint with possible claws. Like, what does that mean? 2 feet? Dude, you're playing Minecraft. What do you mean 2 feet? 2 block, you mean? Like, I don't know. This guy sounds like he's fucking messing around. But some other person in the comment section said that this could possibly be block story, and I'll send you guys a picture here, which pretty much I think is the exact thing the guy's talking about. So I say this case is closed. Abraham Lincoln Pizzeria Orlando commercial. So this one's from the lostmediawiki.com. So essentially this guy back in 2014 September in Orlando, he went to some hotel. He saw an ad on this TV essentially saying like Abraham Lincoln pizza place, pizzeria, blah blah blah. Well, essentially the guy said they got curious again. He's like, oh, I'm gonna look this up like today now since. And he's like, I can't find this pizza place. Can you guys help me find it? That's pretty much about it, guys. You know the deal, guys. I don't know if it's true or not, but someone's yanking her chain, but I don't know. Elsa Gate video with a poison apple. So this one comes from lostmediawiki.com, and some guys like during I guess the Elsa Gate, YouTube controversy, he found this video where I guess people were reenact Maleficent giving Elsa an apple, and I guess presumably she dies, and that's pretty much about it. People, I think that this case might be closed because there's two commenters that say that they found videos on Dailymotion that pretty much did tell exactly word for word what this guy said, and I looked at the videos too. It's pretty much spot on what's going on, so I'm pretty sure this case is closed. Just that this comment, when the guy that made the original post hasn't responded back yet. It's a pretty recent post too. It's not like it was like 2 months ago, I think. Or let me read this again. No, it was in July. Yeah, it's really close by, guys. Like, what the heck? So I'm pretty sure this case is closed. Woman stabbing her stomach to fit into a dress music video. So this one comes from the r/tip of my tongue subreddit. Essentially this guy back in like not early, but around early-ish 2000s. This guy saw a music video during the day, or essentially some kind of music video is going on. The lyrics that the guy gave us is like, ooh, tonight's the night, being repeated over and over. And essentially the video is like, I guess the background with like a lady depicted in some kind of apartment with like hanging dolls all over the place, with them having barbed wire and like knives like stabbed into them. And the video pretty much like has that, that phrase I was telling you, like repeat over and over. And I guess some point the lady was like getting ready, I guess, so she was trying to put a dress on, but she couldn't fit into it. And you already know what's happening here. She gets the knife and stabs herself to remove the fat, and somehow she ends up in the tub, bleeds out, and the tub's full of blood and da 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 da. That's about it. People make up in the comments saying that this could be some closely related, like I guess not slasher, but they're like gore films and like gore movies. Some of them here, I can mention them here now, but I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with, but like XXL, a movie about ABCs of Death, Feel Good Drag by, I don't know what's that, Arbalin, Dat Punk, maybe that song, Marlon Manson, Coma Black, and Grime Skin. But I guess the poster guy, the redditor, pretty much denounces all these guys, but he said good props to the guys that came close to this one. And it makes you kind of think like maybe this guy made this up. I don't know, but all these seem kind of weird. Some of them we found, some of them didn't. Some of them seem outlandish, you know what I mean? But I don't know, take with that what you will. Let's fucking go, guys. We finished the fucking iceberg. This video kind of went for a little longer than usual. Luckily this one had lesser, I guess, levels and entries to work with, but this, I don't know, iceberg in total, it was pretty cool. Some interesting stuff here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Also, you guys, some housekeeping stuff. Please subscribe, guys, because I only have 3 subscribers now. I'm thankful that I have 3 now instead of 0. I have more viewers than usual. Last video I did pretty good. Currently I think I have 63 views, which is my most viewed video. So I'm really thankful, guys. I hope we, somehow make that, that 1,000 subscriber count. But I don't know, I'm really thankful, guys. Also, some other things I need to mention. I have a Patreon. You guys already know that if you guys already been watching my videos. But then again, there's not many people watching. But I'm really thankful, guys. Remember, put in the comments anything you guys see out of the ordinary, see like anything caught your eye, or you just want to comment something out. But have fun, guys. Peace out.